Hey everybody, it's Friday, March 29th, 2013, and when it's Friday, it means it's time for pizza on PizzaNight. Hey, this is Brandon from the sAs, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, and I'm once again returning to Papa John's. Holy crap! I've probably done now about 5 reviews of Papa John's. I think one was about 2 months ago with the 5 sausage pizza. That was pretty good. The reason why I review Papa John's so often is simply because they come out with something different pretty much every month consistently, you know, in terms of what they offer. But I ordered this one not from my normal Papa John's that delivers. I ordered it where I happened to be about, I don't know, an hour ago. And basically, they told me to be ready in about 15 to 20 minutes. I got there in 15 minutes and then had to wait another 15 minutes while they ended up giving me a box that I saw being put down about 10 minutes prior. Anyway, great customer service. But that being said, as I always say, let's take a look and see what they have to offer. All right, that's a big, large pizza, and there's a lot of pepperoni on it. Shocker that Brandon is reviewing a pepperoni pizza. First of all, you know the rule? Pepperoni goes on every pizza. But this is not just any pepperoni pizza. This is Papa John's Double Pepperoni Pizza. And when they mean double pepperoni, they just don't mean twice the amount of pepperoni. They do mean that, by the way. They mean 2 types of pepperoni. They mean deli-style pepperoni, these big, fat, nice-looking pepperonis, and they also mean their standard pepperonis, which, as we know, with Papa John's, is generally buried underneath the cheese. So I'm looking for one peeking out here or there. I believe one is right there. As a matter of fact, yes, sir, in between the big one there and the other big one, there is one regular pepperoni, and I'm sure there's a lot more underneath those cheeses. All right, speaking of the cheese, it's nice and brown like Papa John's tends to get. The crust looks a little different than the Papa John's that I normally order from. It looks a little tighter roll at the end. We'll see if that, makes any difference in my decision. Also, seems to be a little well done. I won't complain too much about that. I'd like maybe a step lighter, but no big deal. All right, let me pick up the 420 slice. Stop wasting your time. Show you the 420 slice. That's a lot of pepperoni, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between. Yeah, there's some regular pepperonis there. There's some of the big deli pepperonis. Yep, this is going to be a good pizza. Of course, it comes with the garlic sauce. And, of course, the pepperoncinis, which are always free or included in the price, I guess I probably should say. So with that being said, guys, take a look at the box while I take a bite. Okay, it tastes like Papa John's pizza. It does taste like there's a lot of pepperoni on there. You get that overwhelming pepperoniness going on there. Now, I love pepperoni, so that's a good thing, but I will say one bad thing about it is there's no crispiness at all to the pepperoni. I like a little bit overdone pepperoni, not overdone crust. The crust, a little overdone, but still soft and chewy. The cheese is Papa John's cheese, a little smoky, a little bit of pull. A little bit clumpy too, but sort of in between, in terms of pizza standards. The amount of pepperoni alone is going to influence this grade, and if it had been actually piping hot when I got it, it might have been a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and give this just a little bit over a half of a thumb up. You're going to be surprised about that, and I'm not just, honestly, it's a good tasting pizza. It's just that measuring it against other Papa John's pizzas I've had recently, that's only about where I can put it. So, yeah, that's a historic day, the pepperoni master not really giving the pepperoni pizza a gigantic reward, or review rather. Anyway, so a little more than half of a thumb up for the Papa John's Double Layered Pepperoni Pizza. Okay, guys, so I will be seeing you on Tuesday on the road. Look out for some quick chips. I've been promising them. They've been made. I just got to upload them. Also, some Tuesday on the road, I'm going to that hot dog place to try out some kind of fancy hot dogs and fries or something like that. So stay tuned for On the Road on Friday. Look in the description below and join the SAS on Facebook. We're a really fun group. We've got a lot of new members. You can read news stories about junk food, watch videos about junk food. I plug Reckless Eating on there and Cult Moo and a lot of other really cool food-related websites and channels. So anyway, do that. Subscribe to the channel also, and I'm real near 50,000 views, which I'm real happy about, so we might have a little celebration this week coming up. So, in the meantime, in between time, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye!